This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this Alabama intro, man. Alright, y'all, we back in Alabama. You can tell because the roads are bad. was in Florida, now we're back in Alabama. Got a little old gent up here just down the road a piece. I'm gonna start on that one. Got finished with the one I was working on in Florida, now I'm coming up here to another in Alabama. I tell you what, this little stretch of road in between Bruton, Alabama and Andalusia, Alabama has got some pretty cotton on it. I haven't seen any blooming yet, but it's big old tall stalks and it's just real pretty cotton. I don't know, I didn't see any sprinklers out there, any irrigation system out there, so I'm assuming unless they picked it up and moved it somewhere that it's all dry land cotton, which means it doesn't get irrigated. It's just whatever the rains, fall on it, that's the water that it gets. I guess I was going too slow for that log truck that just passed me. But anyway, we're heading up here. We're gonna see what kind of trouble we can get in. Well, that ain't cotton, that's peanuts there. That's a lot of peanuts. That's what that is. That's how far it goes. But those are pretty. Looking good. Alright, I just left Walmart. Which reminds me. So I just left Walmart and I was over there getting some toothpaste, which is right one aisle over from where the shaving cream and the razors and stuff like that is. So I'm over there trying to find my toothpaste, and there's two women. I know there's two women, and maybe more than that, I don't know, but I know there's at least two women on the shaving cream and razor aisle, which is like one aisle next to it. So I'm sitting over there, I'm looking for my toothpaste, and I heard one of them say, I need to go over here and get some razors. And the other girl says, I don't use razors. Derek says, there ain't nothing sexier than a hairy-legged woman. Oh my gosh! Derek said there ain't nothing sexier than a hairy-legged woman. I have no idea who Derek is. I don't really think I want to know who Derek is. But, Alright, y'all, we had some action at this one last week. This is the one that had the buzzards in it. This is the place where the buzzards were at, right here. They didn't mess with the cat food too much, but they tore into this oats, corn, and cat food mixed together in there pretty good. This is the lower hanging fruit, so they got it. So I'm gonna put something else out right here. I've already replaced the jug of corn, and that's about all that's left of it right there. So they ate the corn up pretty good. Of course, that's usual. But we change these two bottles out. We change that card out. Part of the reason I do some of the stuff that I do is to see what they eat and what they don't eat. They tore up the corn, but on this one I had corn and cottonseed mixed in. On that one. So you see all the cotton on the ground? Yeah, mess with that. And the oats, they just don't like straight oats. I'm gonna have to mix them in with something, which I've been doing But this one had cat feed in it, and they tore it up pretty good. So we put some just corn out and change that card out and refill these. Let's see what we got here. We got corn, the straight corn this time. Got some cat food. Got some cat food and oats mixed in, and some apples. Yeah, some little diced apples. See how if they go for it. I don't know. Rotting long before they able to get any of it out, but maybe they'll, if they like it a lot, maybe they'll put on a show or something trying to get to it. I gotta put some silicone on that one. I forgot about that. Said get down in the water, should cool off. It's hot. We got that creek down there. She done been in there about 3 or 4 times. She's going back in. Drink her some more. You better get a belly full, because ain't no creek on the other side of this one. Cool off. That's bad, Prissy. She's going awfully slow, y'all. She's leading the way. She's going awfully slow. Yeah, she's picking up the pace. Oh, yeah. I think the inside environment is starting to work on her a little bit, don't you think?
I think so.
Of course, it's 95 degrees outside. She just spent about 20 minutes in the creek cooling off. She was gung-ho when we first come over here. Now she was nothing but running and playing and jumping. Now look at her. Alright, this is my latest new spot. There's the camera right there. I got the card out of it to check the setup on it. And setup is, I was afraid the camera was going to be shifted to the left, to the right, too far. It's about right there where I want it. It shows good, pretty good. There's some action down here, so we finna put a little bit more feed out. I got a jug full of corn, jug full of meal and cat food, apples and cucumbers mixed together. I'm gonna put some popcorn out here, and I'm gonna put another, I don't know if I'm gonna hang that or not. I may leave that out. I don't think I wanna do that. I think I'm gonna leave that off. That's got oats and corn and peanuts in it. I don't think I may use that. I think I'm just gonna hang the popcorn. Let them have some fun with that. Hey. Alright, this is the last stop of the day. I usually have one big jug full of something. Corn, peanuts, something. Well, this time instead of one big jug, I got 3 little small ones because coons get over here and I like to fight over one little jug. So I've got these 3. This has got corn and oatmeal. This has got corn, oatmeal, and peanuts. And this has got the cottonseed pecan meal in it. So we're gonna see how well they like that. That's all it is, just that cottonseed mixed in with the pecan meal that I blended up. If y'all see the episode, the shop time video, I show exactly how I mix it up. So, all right, hanging here we got a bottle of peanuts, 2 bottles of the dry cat feed, and a bottle of popcorn. I don't think they're gonna mess with the popcorn too much because I really think it needs to be in a bigger jug, but we may do that next week. But I didn't want to put it on the ground because I'm afraid the ants would get it. So they ought to have plenty of selection to go through this week, so change the card out. Alright, let's start off with this coon trying to figure out what all's in there. If I ain't mistaken, inside that big jug is corn and cottonseed, I think is what I got in there. Little jug, I think, has got some oatmeal, corn, cat food. I had to change the batteries out on this one because I think it's, see, look at him. He's trying to get into that darn oatmeal. See, that's oatmeal in that little bottle. But I think he's having a hard time. I don't think the hole in the bottom that I drilled in the bottom of that oatmeal jug was big enough. Now I was talking about the batteries. I had to change the batteries out. That's a pretty bird. I had to change the batteries out because I think if it drops 1 bar on your battery indicator, then it starts not picking up everything that's going on. Let's see, he's interested in what's in those bottles right there now. But the trigger starts not activating as well. So if I guess whenever I go and I'm checking them, just because it says it has 3 bars doesn't mean that it's fully charged. I'm gonna have to get some. They got possum. I'm gonna have to get some lithium batteries and put in there. I know they're more expensive, but they seem like they last longer and do a better job of trigger retention. There, that's a big old word. You see that big old pile of whatever it is right there where that jug is. So that's good. They're interested in what's in the bottles now. I think one of them had that one on the very bottom, I think, has cat food in it, and the other one above it probably has some corn in it. Possum. It's like he's frozen. It's a moving picture. You can move. It's all right. There you go. Goofball. All right, here's the daytime coon. Kind of interested too. See all that stuff? All the bottles are about empty up there hanging up. It didn't trigger. The trigger didn't set off whenever it was whenever whatever it was emptying it out. So that's why I said I think, and there wasn't that many videos over here, so I think that's what it was. I think it just wasn't triggering like it's supposed to. I have not seen hardly any deer at this location in a while. Like I said, I think what they wind up doing is just, he got me a handful, he running off. I'm taking my toys, I'm going home. What they did is they dug in there and they got the cottonseed out, picked the corn out from around the cottonseed. I think it's what they did, so. Is he limping? I wonder if that coon was limping. It's gotten to where about all I get is coons now. I get some rabbits and some possums too, but about all I get is coons right now. Yeah, see the bottles are dead empty, and I know that they hadn't cleaned it out. And that it should have, triggered the camera. I think what it is, during the day, you only see one of them. You only see one coon during the day. At night, you'll see 2 or 3 of them. So I think what they're doing is they'll come back during the day. One of them will sneak back during the day and thinking he can get, he can eat unhindered. And that's going to do it. All right, y'all see them little kittens right there, little gray one, that little orange one? There's another one over here that's orange and white. That's the kittens that I brought back from Atmore last week. Sorry. There's the other one, peeking the head out. Sitting there eating the dry food. Babe, I want y'all to look at this sorry dog. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Rotten, rotten, rotten. You got something to say? You got something to say? Alright, that's going to do it for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget another shop time video tomorrow night and Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. And for goodness sake, Derek, please let the hair go buy some razors. That's all I got.